From Carlos Alcaraz smashing his racket in frustration, to Daniil Medvedev screaming, "Open your eyes" at the chair umpire.
It's out! It's out! Open your freaking eyes! Open your eyes!
These are the top 10 tennis meltdowns.
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz is usually the smiling prince of tennis. Fast feet, fearless forehands, and that constant grin on his face. But on this day, the pressure boiled over. A missed shot, and then another, and suddenly the frustration exploded and the young Spaniard turned his racket into a victim.
Look at this, the ferocity, the anger.
I'm not going to condone it, but in many ways.
He slammed it into the court again and again, each smash louder than the last. The frame bent, strings snapped, graphite flew everywhere. Commentators sounded stunned. Alcaraz never does this. But even the golden boy has his limits, and the next meltdown proves it.
Touch. Oh, he's touched the net.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hurkacz touched the net with his left foot.
If Alcaraz showed how pressure can explode, Hubert revealed another kind of meltdown. The quiet, controlled pull rarely ever shows emotion. But during a tense rally against Dimitrov, one tiny call from the chair umpire suddenly turned a routine point into pure disbelief.
No doubt. 100%, no doubt. 100%. I keep full count.
The umpire ruled that Hubert touched the net with his left foot. Now Hubert stared back in shock. No way. He shook his head, argued from the baseline, palms raised in frustration. The umpire stayed firm. Point Dimitrov. And that helpless feeling lit the fuse. That helpless tension carried straight into Rome, where calm completely disappeared. Fabio Fognini and Dan Evans were already playing a fiery clay battle, but one line call flipped the switch. Evans believed that his shot caught the line. The chair umpire, Mohamed Olayani, disagreed.
The back, he doesn't know where the ball, he doesn't know where the ball is. That's the only mark there.
No, it's not that. No, I know where it was. It was back. She called it good as well.
So Evans marched toward the mark, pointing and shouting that the ball hit the line. The argument dragged through changeovers, echoing around the Roman night. The umpire issued an unsportsmanlike conduct warning for the language. The crowd buzzed and Fognini watched calmly, and the meltdown refused to end.
You couldn't show me a mark. You couldn't show me a mark.
It hit the line.
You hit it in the fucking line.
Don't swear. No, don't shout and no. Out.
No. Non è vero, ha preso il gesto, Pascal, ma come fai? Tu come mi dai i voti?
Alright, so if Rome was loud, Wimbledon became pure theater. Fognini reached another boiling point, this time on the quiet grass courts. A disputed call near the line sent him spinning. Suddenly, the Italian erupted, shouting toward the chair umpire in dramatic disbelief.
Come fai? Dai, com'era?
Frag den da hinten.
T'ha toccato il coso, il touch the white one. Sì, il touch the white one. È così, non è. Come cazzo fai? Madonna, oh Madonna.
It's not true, Madonna, oh Madonna, he cried, waving his arms toward the line. He insisted the call was wrong and even demanded the umpire ask his opponent. The warning only made it worse. For Fognini, frustration always arrives with volume and drama. And then came the UTS chaos. Rublev wasn't arguing this time. He climbed straight onto the chair, inches from the umpire's face, demanding a triple point call be changed. Even in an exhibition, Rublev's fire burned way too bright, crossing the line between passion and intimidation.
It's long.
Alright, if Fognini brought drama, Holger Rune brought pure provocation. During a tense battle with Jannik Sinner and Monte Carlo, the young Dane leaned fully into the bad guy role. Instead of calming the crowd, he waved his arms, inviting louder boos after every tense point.
Hit the ball like this out. I don't know, he didn't miss a forehand this set, so I'm normally hitting the ball. Sorry, I hit in the middle. Don't look at me like that when you did.
No.
It was a mistake, and I said sorry. What I did was not intentional.
I know it was not intentional, and then I look at you to keep calm.
And then came the moment that froze the crowd. He ripped a forehand straight towards Sinner at the net, forcing him to duck quickly. A brief apology followed, but the tension, stayed thick. The umpire urged Rune to just play, but the chaos was pretty far from finished.
Well, you know, the clock starts.
Why are you doing this to me, man?
The clock starts automatically.
I'm the best.
I don't have any.
On the tour. Like I'm more
Steph,
consistent.
Steph,
Just consistent player on the tour on this.
Just listen. It might help if you listen.
If Rune played the villain, then Daniil Medvedev turned the chair umpire into his own personal opponent. During a tense match, the Russian was hit with a time violation for taking too long between points. That was enough to trigger one of his famous courtroom debates.
I don't understand what got into you.
Well, that's not a correct statement. I'm not against you. I'm not against anybody.
I haven't seen any of my opponents get a time violation except myself.
Well, maybe if you watch more matches, we give lots of time violations.
Standing at the baseline, he argued the clock was unfair. He insisted he was the most consistent player on tour and claimed others took longer. The umpire calmly explained the timer starts automatically. So Medvedev shook his head, unconvinced, and the next meltdown would get even louder.
Muazzam. Bu arada gitti.
Shanghai. But this time, the stakes were higher. In the final against Hubert, Rublev lost his cool when a photographer moved midpoint, distracting him during the tiebreak. He stormed toward the camera box shouting, "Why?" with arms wide in fury. The umpire gave a warning, and the moment cost him his shot at another Masters title.
Break point number 22. Oh my goodness, has he made that? Zverev thinks it's wide. And it is.
Now, just when the drama seemed loud enough, Hamburg delivered something even stranger. Arthur Fils stood exhausted in the final against Alexander Zverev, cramping and barely able to serve. At 5-all, facing breakpoint, the young Frenchman chose the boldest option possible.
Now Zverev is saying something to Fils.
6 games to 5.
What is going?
Instead of a full motion, Fils slipped in a soft underarm serve. The crowd gasped and then booed loudly. Zverev stared across the net in disbelief.
This one is out. Yes, Daniil.
Just when it seemed he'd finished arguing with officials, another eruption arrived on clay. At 5-all in a tight game, a ball landed near the baseline. Now Medvedev was convinced it was out. The umpire called it good, and that was enough.
It's out. I saw it catching the back. Maybe I'm wrong. Then, if I'm wrong, I will apologize.
How can you apologize? I lost the freaking game.
He stormed toward the chair, shouting, "Open your freaking eyes!" He mocked the umpire's glasses and demanded somebody take responsibility. The supervisor even joined the debate while the crowd whistled. The match paused, but Medvedev's rant kept on rolling. His meltdowns are always pure destruction. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.